Hello, this is Anthony with BBSN, and super excited today to get our Battle of the Ages Part 1 underway. And for those who have not seen the quote-unquote promo video, this is a contest between Aaron Judge and Reggie Jackson, who will each have 25 plate appearances against every other team's pitchers in both 2017 and 1977. And we will see who the Battle of the Ages batting winner is in this particular round. And what I've decided to do in terms of judging and determining a winner, because I want to do this with some other players too, and wanted to give different hitting styles, I guess, an equal opportunity. So the three criteria here will be home runs, which of course there will be a lot of sluggers in this in later rounds, and obviously in this one. Batting average, and then also on base percentage. So in this head-to-head battle, whoever does the best amongst those three categories, whether someone sweeps all three or takes 2 out of 3, they will be declared the winner. And we started this with an actual kickoff game between the 77 Yankees and the 2017 Yankees Sunday. And as you can see, I did count stats from that. Neither player did much of anything there. Reggie did draw a couple of walks, but was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Judge went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in that game. So basically wide open as we start. And today I'm going to at least get Baltimore and Boston done, and if I have time before I have to start work, we'll get Chicago in there as well. So again, this will be in multiple parts, do anywhere from 2 to 4 teams each session, and a total of 625 plate appearances. So with that, we shall start, and our first pitcher up for Baltimore is Kevin Gausman, and Aaron Judge will go first. And right away, I need to roll with my right hand. I'm so used to doing everything left-handed. So 4 and 7 against the righty, and that's going to be a strikeout. Plate appearance 2. Jeez, oh, okay. 4 and 11 against the right-hander. That's going to be a split chance ballpark home run. And I am using the ballpark calculations. And one other housekeeping issue too, for if an error defensive check comes up, I basically just kind of picked a column rather than laying each team's lineup out, which will add a little bit of time. I've just picked a column on the super advanced fielding chart. I'll go with 3 range across the board. And then for the error sections, like I said, pretty much something in the middle, kind of representing an average fielder, if you will. So for Baltimore, home run shot for righty and lefty is 1 to 13. So Judge flies out. Third plate appearance, and 1 and a 4. That'll be a walk. To 7, and that'll be a strikeout. And last plate appearance against Gausman. 4 and 12, righty will be a ballpark again. So 16, and Judge, unlucky with the ballpark rolls. That will be another fly out. And that is Gausman, and I'm sorry, we're going to do each batter against each pitcher. Don't know why I did that. So Reggie's turn for 5 hacks against Gausman. 6 and 6 against the lefty, and that's going to be a walk. Second, 5 and 9. Right off the pitcher's card, strikeout. So Jackson walking a K in his first 2 hacks. Number 3, 5 and an 8. And that's a split chance skinny triple. That's going to be a single for Reggie, our first hit. Number 4, 5 and a 7, another walk. And final plate appearance against Gausman be a 6 and a 4. And against the lefty, that'll be a fly out X. And again, using 3 as a range. And I guess really all I need to do there is make sure they get to it. So 18, that would be a fly out or error. Doesn't really matter which. So Gausman is done. And next up for the Orioles will be Wade Miley. Judge steps in, ready to take his hacks. And first one is 4 and 5 against righty. That's a strikeout. So the Judge not getting friendly rolls of the dice thus far. Again on the pitcher's card, 6 and 7 against the righty. And that's going to be a single. So Aaron Judge, his first hit. And number 3. 2 and a 5 against the southpaw, and that's going to be a ground ball. 6 and 12, and that will be a single for Judge. So last plate appearance against Miley. 3 and a 5, and struck him out. Next up, Reggie. First plate appearance, and 6-3. Lefty on lefty, and that'll be a ground ball. Plate appearance 2, 6-6. And struck him out. So Reggie's second K. Neither guy really showing no signs of power yet. 2 and a 12, and that'll be a ground out. Number 4. 6-8, and a walk. And last at bat against Miley. 2 and a 6, and Reggie, our first home run of the contest, goes deep into the right field bleachers. So he ends that at bat in style. Next up for the O's will be Dylan Bundy, right-handed pitcher, and Aaron Judge, his first hacks. 2 and a 5 against the right-hander, and that is a split chance single, and Judge singles on that. His third hit. Number 2. 4-7, and struck him out. 5th strikeout for Judge against the O's. Plate appearance 3. 1 and a 7 against the right-hander will be a walk. Number 4, 6-5, and that'll be a ground ball X. And again, I'm really just, all I care about is they get to it. And 12 definitely will be get to it. Yeah. And final plate appearance against Bundy for Judge. 1 and a 7, and that is going to be a walk. So Judge, already 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. Reggie Jackson up now. And our first one is 6 and 11. So for Bundy against the left-hander, that'll be a fly out. Number 2, 4-9. A lot of stuff on the pitcher's cards to start this. That will be a split chance double, however. 15 will be the single for Reggie. And our third roll. 3 and a 5, and Reggie on his card against the right-hander, and that's going to be a strikeout. Number 4, 6-6, and pop out second base. And final plate appearance for Reg against Dylan Bundy. and that results in a 6-5, and that'll be a ground ball to X shortstop, and 1. That's probably, yeah, he's not going to get to that. So Reggie gets the gift single. And through 3 pitchers, Reggie has 4 hits, including a home run. Judge, 3 singles. Ubaldo Jimenez will be next up for the Orioles on the mound. And the right-hander is ready to go. Judge steps into the box. Again, living on the pitcher's cards, 5-9. And that is a split chance home run. So let's see if Judge gets favorable dice here. He does not. Second plate appearance. Holy cow. My dice rolling's off this morning. 4 and 11. And that'll be a ground ball X to first base. And we'll get to that. So third plate appearance. 6-7, and that's a split chance double single. And Judge, extra base hit, his first. Fourth plate appearance. 6 and a 7, and right back at it. And that's going to be a single for Judge. And last one against Jimenez. Pretty much everything coming off his card. 6-4 and 17. They'll get to that. So Reggie up now. Number 1 for Jackson. Again, going on the pitcher's card against the lefty will be a strikeout. It's Reggie's 4th. He's catching up to Judge now. Judge holding a 5-4 lead in Ks. 2 and a 7 against the right-hander, and that's going to be a double. So Reggie, 1 for 2. Plate appearance 3, 2 and an 8. Struck him out. That's Reggie's 5th. And 4th will be 6 and a 5 against the left-hander, and that's going to be a ground ball X. And against a 3 range, does not get to that, so another gift single. And our final go for Reg against Jimenez. 6 and a 9, and struck him out again. So Reggie vaults into the lead in strikeouts. That is his 6th. And the final pitcher for the Orioles will be Chris Tillman. So Judge set to go. Number 1 is a 3 and a 7. And Judge draws the walk there. 6-10. And it'll be a fly out. And 4 and an 8, and a strikeout. Judge's 6th. 1-7, and that's going to be another walk. Judge is flirting with those home runs. Cannot get one into the seats though. And 3 and a 6, and struck him out. So that is Judge's 5, Reggie with his 1st. And we will be done with the Orioles. 3 and a 6 for Reg against the right-hander. And that'll be a walk. One 7. And struck him out. I don't use the clutch symbols in real games, so definitely won't be using them in this. 4 and a 6. And against the left-handed hitter, that's going to be a split chance, double. And Reggie with a single instead. 4th plate appearance. 6 and a 3. and that's going to be a ballpark home run. So 1-13, and flies out. Reggie's final plate appearance in this against the Orioles, and that'll be a 1-10, and against a righty, that will be a strikeout. So the Orioles are done, and that will bring on the Red Sox. And for the Red Sox, they'll be pulling out or marching out Chris Sale, obviously. Rick Porcello, Drew Pomerantz, Eduardo Rodriguez, and David Price will be the 5 pitchers up for them. And against the Orioles, a quick summary of their 25 plate appearances. Judge got 5 hits, Jackson 7. Jackson hit the only home run. Judge walked 5 times, Jackson 4, and Judge struck out 7, and Jackson struck out 8. And Chris Sale up first, Aaron Judge the batter, his first plate appearance. And 5 and an 8 against the right-hander, or 5 and 5, sorry. 5 and 5 will be a split chance home run. See if he gets some lucky dice. Does not, but still gets a double. Number 2. And 2 and a 10 against the lefty, and that'll be a ground out. Number 3, 6-7. 6-7 ground ball X, and gets to it. Plate appearance 4 against Sale for Judge. 4 and a 7, struck him out. And final plate appearance. And that'll be a 3-7 against the lefty, and that will be a walk. So it's actually escaping fairly reasonably against Sale. Reggie Jackson up lefty on lefty. And 3 and a 9 struck him out. Expect this matchup to be a little bit more of an issue for Reggie. 4-7 struck him out. Especially you start getting on Sale's card against the lefty, it could get ugly. 4 and a 12, that'll be a ground ball. Plate appearance 4. And 3 and a 7. And that will be a split chance single, 1-13. Be ground out instead. So Reggie 0 for against Sale. And 4-7, and struck him out again. So Reggie strikes out 3 times against Chris Sale. And next up will be Rick Porcello. Judge's first plate appearance. And 4 and 11 against the right-hander. That'll be a ground ball X. Did not get to that. So gift single for Judge. Three and 11. And hit by pitch. First time that has come up. Third plate appearance, 1 and a 6. And ballpark, so 1-13 on the home run. Can he get the roll? Finally he does, and Judge goes deep. His first home run of this contest. And 6 and a 10, and that's going to be a, well, that'll be a single. I don't use the hollow triangles either. So Judge stringing together a great series here against Porcello in his final plate appearance. 1 and a 7, and that's going to be a walk. So very profitable series for Judge. Reggie up now. And 6 and 6 against the lefty. That'll be a fly out. One 5. And 1-5 will be a walk. Reggie's still looking for his first hit against the Sox. Plate appearance 3 against Porcello. 3 and a 9. Struck him out. 4 and an 8. And against the lefty, that'll be a walk. And final plate appearance against Porcello. And 5-2, and that's going to be a ballpark single. Baltimore is a tough place to get a single. It needs to be 1-8, and Reggie does not get it. So he is done. Next up will be Drew Pomerantz. And Aaron Judge back in. Slices through the air with his weapon of choice. Ready to go. And 2-8 against the Southpaw, and that is going to be a split chance single. Need a 1-9. Not happening. So Pomerantz trying to cool Judge off a little bit. And 2 and a 5, and that's going to be a ground out. Third plate appearance. 4 and a 10. And that will be a fly out. Number 4 for Judge. And 6 and an 8. That'll be a walk. So Judge definitely living up to his ability to draw walks. A lot of them coming off the pitcher's cards, not even his own. And final at bat against the Southpaw is a 1 and a 10, and that's going to be a skinny triple. Nope, fly out instead. So his 5 shots are over. Reggie Jackson up now. Pomerantz deals 4 and a 9, or 6 and a 9. And again, lefty on lefty matchup here, strikeout. So Reggie having trouble even connecting against the Sox so far. And 3 and a 2 will be a flyout. 2 and a 6, and Reggie gets all of that one, goes deep, so he gets his first hit against the Sox, a big fly into the right field bleachers. 2-1 in home runs now. And 2 and a 9, and potentially does it again, needs 1-13, and Reggie getting much better ballpark rolls than Judge has. His first attempt is deep and gone. Final plate appearance here. And 6 and a 6, and that's going to be a strikeout. So Pomerantz is done. Eduardo Rodriguez up next. And Judge is ready to go. Let's get these guys in the screen a little bit more. First plate appearance, and another lefty for the Sox out there. So 5 and a 7 against the right-hander, and that's going to be a strikeout. It's only Judge's second against the Sox. Four and an 8, and that's going to be a double for Judge. So Aaron having some luck on the pitcher's cards here. Plate appearance number 3. And 5 and a 6, fly out. 5 and a 12, and ballpark fly, but it could be a big fly, 1-13, and Judge, his second rocket against the Sox here. And he's having a really good series against Boston's pitching. Last plate appearance against Rodriguez. And 5 and an 8 will be a ground ball X. And he gets to it. So Judge is done, and Reggie's turn. First plate appearance here against Rodriguez. 2 and a 3, another lefty on lefty matchup. Not good for Reggie. That'll be a ballpark single chance, 1-8. Nope. Number 2. 6 and 6, lefty on lefty crime there with a strikeout. 6 and 7, and split chance double. And okay, nope, just missed that. Single for Reg. His first hit against the Sox, not leaving the yard. Plate appearance 4. That is a 110. Lefty-lefty strikeout. And final plate appearance against Rodriguez. And 1 and a 9 for Reg, and that's going to be a strikeout. So Reggie has fanned 9 times against the Sox. And David Price, yet another southpaw. Definitely not in Jackson's favor, this matchup. So Judge, his first plate appearance, and 4 and a 10. It's going to be a catcher X. Yeah. Oops. Catcher X 17. Gets to that. Just ground out. Number 2. 5 and a 6. And fly out. So Price starting off a little better than against Judge and some of his predecessors. Another fly out. Plate appearance number 4. Living on Price's card, 6 and a 7, and struck him out. So can Price give Judge the collar? 1 and a 5 against the lefty, not completely. He draws a walk there. So Reggie up to close out against the Chi Sox, or Bo Sox. And 4 and a 9. Again, lefty on lefty, and that will be ground out. Plate appearance 2, 2 and a 4. And that will be a ground out as well. 4 and a 7, struck him out. It's Reggie's 10th against the Sox. He's got all kinds of issues here. 2-7, and that's a split chance triple double, and that would be a double for Reggie. And his last plate appearance against Price and the Sox, and that is a 3-5, and that's going to be yet another strikeout. So the Sox are done. And against the Sox, Judge had 6 hits, 4 walks, hit by pitch, 3 Ks. Reggie was stifled for the most part. Had 4 hits, 2 of them did leave the yard, walked twice, and was struck out 11 times. So we are 28 minutes into this, and I think we will have time for another. Yeah, why not? Let's play 3. So we will bring out the other Sox of the paler variety. And pitching for them will be Derek Holland, James Shields, Mike Pelfrey, Carlos Rodon, and Dylan Covey will be our 5 hurlers. So let's start it off with Holland. And again, Reggie's bane, another southpaw. Did not do so well against the lefty-heavy Boston staff. So Holland to Judge. And 3 and a 10, that's ground out. Plate appearance number 2. 6-5 against the righty, that'll be another ground out. Number 3. 3 and a 5, and struck him out. And 4th plate appearance, 1 and a 9, and there we go. We have a ballpark home run. And in Comiskey, 1 to 12 is needed for the circuit shot. Does not happen. So final plate appearance against Holland for Judge, 110. Split chance triple. And Judge with the triple, our first triple of the contest. So that is it for him. Reggie Jackson comes up. And again, lefty-lefty matchup, and 1-8 struck him out. 3-10, and that'll be a fly out. 4-6, pop out. So Reggie faring no better against the White Sox southpaws than he did against Boston's. 4-9, and another fly out. And about to get the caller against Holland unless he breaks through here. 1-5, nope, struck him out. So Holland fairly successful against the Yankee sluggers there. And next up will be James Shields. And Reggie's happy because it's a right-hander on the mound finally. So Judge starts first, righty against righty. 6-5, ground ball X. And ooh, what happens there? Gets to it. Three and a 5, and that'll be a strikeout for Judge. Plate appearance 3 here against Shields. 4-9, and split chance, skinny double. And Judge fights that off and drives it down the right field line. Plate appearance number 4. And 2 and an 8, and that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. And last plate appearance against Shields, Judge. 110 and split chance home run. Gets the double instead, he'll take that. So not bad for Judge against Shields, and it'll bring up Reggie salivating at finally facing a right-handed pitcher. He is ready to go. Off his card right off the bat, 1 and a 9, and strikes out. So much for that. Shields pitch, 1 and a 3, that'll be ground out. Fly out, sorry. And not the column you want to be on there, Reggie. 5 and a 6 against the left-handed hitter, be a strikeout. Okay, Reggie thought he wanted to face some right-handers. 5 and 6, that'll be fly out. And final plate appearance against Shields for Jackson. And 5 and 5, and that'll be a strikeout. So Reggie 5 Ks thus far against the Sox. And to say Judge is off to a little bit of a lead so far in this contest. Still early though. Many plate appearances and teams to go. So third up for the Pale Hose will be Mike Pelfrey. Right-hander, Judge. 110, and that's going to be split chance home run. Another double. It's 3 doubles for Judge against the Sox. And plate appearance number 2. Pelfrey 6 and a 7, and another split chance, skinny double here. Just missed that single, he'll take it. So kind of emulating real life here. Judge is off to the faster start overall, and we'll see if Jackson comes on in October later as he was wont to do. And it's going to be a ballpark chance and home runs in Chicago again, 1-12. And Judge, he goes yard. First home run hit out of New Comiskey. So having a very successful run against Mike Pelfrey here. 5 and 6, and split chance single. Does not go Judge's way on that one. Final at bat against Pelfrey. And 5 and a 9, and that is going to be a fly out. So Judge down, Reggie up. Reggie looking for his first hit against the White Sox. 2 and a 4 against the right-hander. And it'll be a ground ball to second. 5 and 7 against the southpaw, and finally gets a walk. 1 and 7, and struck him out. Reggie's 6th in this particular series. Plate appearance number 4 is a 5 and 3, and it'll be a ground ball pitcher X. Gets to it. And last one against Pelfrey. 4 and 5, and that's going to be a ground ball shortstop X, and gets to that. So just not happening to be Reggie's day in part 1 of this. And next up for the White Sox is Carlos Rodon. Judge is ready to go. First plate appearance against him. And another southpaw on the mound. So 3 and 6 for Judge, and that'll be a strikeout. Aaron's 3rd thus far in this one. 1 and 10, and that'll be a skinny triple. Nope, fly out. Plate appearance 3, 5 and 11, and fly ball right field X, and gets, does he get to that? Yeah, he should get to that. Yep. 4th plate appearance. 1-8. And split chance home run here, 1-17. It's yard, and it is yard. So Judge, his 2nd home run. And that gives him now 4, and Jackson has 3 if you're counting the home run chase. And last at bat against Rodon. And 4 and 4 against the righty, and that's a catcher's X. And let's see what kind of shenanigans that is. 1, that would be a WS roll. And basically there, yeah, just say that's an out. I'm going to fool around with the catcher's X shenanigans here. So Reg now ready to go. Plate appearance numero 1. And 5 and 6, lefty on lefty, and split chance skinny double. It's going to be a single for Reg, and Reggie finally has his first hit against the White Sox. 4th pitcher in. 2 and an 8, and it's going to be a fly ball out. Number 3. 6-9, struck him out. Number 7, Reggie is definitely off to a substantial lead in the strikeout race if you want to have one of those. And there's another. And he'll be glad to see yet another southpaw head back to the dugout. And 4 and 7, and split chance single, skinny split, line out instead. So another unsuccessful run for Jackson. Through 4 pitchers, he just has 1 hit against the White Sox. So again, Judge off to the much quicker start out of the gate, and we have a right-hander on the mound for the final pitcher of this series. 4 and a 2, and that's going to be a strikeout. Plate appearance number 2 against Covey. 4-5, that'll be ground out. And 3 and a 10, and that'll be a ground out. 3-10 again, another ground out. And final plate appearance for Judge against the Sox. And 6 and a 9, and that will be a ground out. So Covey puts the shackles on Judge. Over. First PA for Jackson, and 1 and a 9. Reggie looking to get off the schneid. Well, he does have 1 hit, but that's still kind of a schneid. Second one, 4 and an 8. Against the lefty, split chance, skinny single, 1-5, nope. So that'll be a ground out. And plate appearance number 3. Reggie looking for something big here. 4-7 and split chance double. And Reggie with the double. So he'll take just about anything at this point. He is ready to leave Comiskey. Only 2 hits. And 1 and an 8. And draws the walk there, his second walk against the Sox. And final plate appearance of the Sox series. And 5 and a 9. And that'll be a flyout. So that wraps it up against the Sox, and I think that will wrap it up for part 1 of our Battle of the Ages, Judge versus Jackson, Yankee versus Yankee. So let's just quickly tally where they are at. Against the Orioles, Judge did draw 5 walks, so he went 5 for 20, which would be a 250 average. 5 for 20 against the Sox, and had 5 walks and 7 strikeouts. Of his 5 hits, 1 was a double. Jackson went 7 for 21, so 333 average there. He did strike out 9 times, however, drew 4 walks, had a home run. Against the Sox, Judge went 6 for 21, and 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts hit by pitch. And I'm sorry, that makes him 6 for 20. Take the hit by pitch into account. And Reggie started to see his numbers fall just a tad there. He went 4 for 23. That equates to miserable. 2 of those hits were home runs, however. He walked twice and struck out 11 times. And it just gets bad to worse for Jackson as we roll into Comiskey for the 3rd matchup of part 1 here. Judge did not get a walk against the White Sox, surprisingly enough. He did, however, manage to bang out 7 hits, so 7 for 25. 3 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, and he struck out 4 times. So Judge, a productive series overall against the White Sox. And Reggie, not so much. He was a miserable 2 for 23 and added 8 more strikeouts to his ledger along with a couple of walks. So there you have it. Part 1 of our Battle of the Ages is over. I hope you are enjoying this. I think this is going to be fun as we go, and be fun to see how this develops overall as they race to see who is the winner of this round. And again, the 3 judging criteria: home runs, batting average, and on-base percentage. So until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and roll for the fences. Have a great day, everyone.